Hello and welcome to my live. Welcome to G with Friends and Family. And today is my day 4 of Vlogmas. Even though people are like, wait, they might be up to day 10 or something like that. I'm a little late. So this is not Vlogmas 24 days till Christmas. It's going to be Vlogmas countdown to Christmas. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to make up those other days. It's too hard. I'm going to be making some hot chocolate today. And that's something that I always used to like to drink and make during the holidays, especially with my kitties. I have one of them with me tonight. So, not just tonight, but semi-permanently for a while. Until this whole thing is over. I'm going to set this over here. And I poured in just enough almond milk for the two of us. I'm going to put this on to boil. Not to boil, to heat up. Because boiling it might be a disaster. So this burner takes a little while to get hot. I should have put the other one up here, but this is what we have tonight. Do you guys like my Vlogmas look today? Every day I try to put on a little red to represent the holidays. And red is not my color. People tell me I look good in red, but it's not a color that I wear. I'm more of a black person. I'm a black person and I like to wear black. That's my favorite color to wear, but it's not very festive unless it's, an evening dress up kind of thing. So, but I'm donning my red. It was my mother's favorite color, and she was colorblind, so she never truly saw red. But whatever it is that she saw, she liked the way it looked. So there you go. And she looked good in red. But, she was, I would say that her personality was not a red person. She was very, I don't want to say stoic, but serious. She was a serious type person. She didn't fool around, didn't take any mess from anybody. And sometimes her flare-ups when somebody disrespected her, that was red because she would, my mother was something else. And not physically, but with her words. She could slice you up 10 different ways with her words and a look, So that was red about her. So maybe red was appropriate for her favorite color. But other than that, she was quiet. She wasn't the type of person that ha 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 laughed out loud. She more giggles. And I guess that might be where I get my giggle from, because, if somebody could make me laugh out loud, that's special. But, yeah, she liked to wear red. My son looks good in red. He looks really good in red. That's his color. And I don't know I don't think it's his favorite color, but he does look good in red. My oldest daughter looked really good in blue when she was young, and now she's a peachy kind of person. And my youngest daughter, she doesn't like she doesn't like to wear orange, but orange looks good on her. And the peachy colors too. They look good on them. But yeah, I like to wear black, but I'm wearing red for the holidays. And I'm waiting for this milk. Ooh, is it getting warm? I see a little steam, but the pot doesn't feel hot. That's probably, I don't know why it's steaming, because it couldn't possibly getting warm so fast. But yeah, I'm using, let me make sure that this is the gluten-free one, because I do have another chocolate that I'm going to use, but it's expensive, so I don't want to use too much of it. Okay, it contains soy, but no wheat, so we're good to go on that. And lucky that I still can understand a little Spanish, because the instructions, I mean, everything on here is in Spanish. So I'm going to use, and how, let me see if I can pronounce embajador. Yeah, that's the kind of chocolate this is. I used to use abuelita, but that one has gluten, so I can't drink that anymore. And this is what this box looks like. There you go. Okay, I do. It's heating up. I mean, I'm gonna put this in and see if I can get it to melt. I'm gonna melt it down. I'm using 2 tablets. I would usually use more, but I have another chocolate that I want to add to it, because the flavor is just so good. Let me share myself out over here. And I'll put a little something up on Facebook to see if I can get some people to come in. Let me see now. So is everybody ready for Christmas, or if you celebrate another holiday this time of year? Are you ready for it? Do you have your gifts all purchased and your decorations up? I don't. I do not. Yeah, I'm not ready at all. I mean, I have plans, and as long as you have a plan, that's all you need, really. So I know what I'm going to do and what I'm going to get, but can't really say when I'm going to get it done. But one thing I'm going to get done, I think I told people earlier that I had purchased an apron and a neckerchief that I want to start wearing. And I have my logo all drawn out, but I'm not going to show you until I actually put it on something. I want to put it on a hoodie. I want to put it on the apron and the neckerchief, which I'm going to wear on my head. I'm going to put a little logo right here. I'm going to put one on my apron here. And I think it's going to be really cute. Well, anyway, I thought that I didn't have a kerchief. I thought that that they didn't put it in the bag. So I went there typing up my complaint, sending them pictures of the bag, showing that it wasn't damaged, it didn't fall out, that they just didn't put it in. And then I happened to glance under the table, and guess what I found there? The kerchief, the neckerchief that's going to be my kerchief. And yeah, So I had to write back, and I apologized. um, and they thanked me for letting them know, because I'm sure they would have sent me another one. But I didn't want them to do that, so. Yeah, they appreciated it. I'm sorry. I'm just like typing this. I should have done this before, but I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, that didn't post yet. There we go. What? Why? Okay. Alrighty. So let's get this served. Ooh, it's melting nicely. Now I'm gonna see how chocolatey this tastes before I put the other chocolate in, because I don't want to overpower you with chocolate. And this chocolate is sweet, but the other chocolate is not. And it's 85% cacao. So, I mean, I think it's a little sweet, but not very much. It has 2 grams of sugar, so it's not a sweet chocolate. So if this needs to be sweetened, I also have a little sweetened condensed milk with me. I wish I had the coconut, because that might have been good too. That might have been good. I'm going to turn this down just a smidgen, because I don't want it to boil. Don't want boiled hot chocolate. That's what you don't want. Everybody's sleeping. Usually I see a lot of people late night, but nobody's up now. Okay. I can add a good amount of this chocolate, because it's, I'm just going to cut this open. It has those little indentations for you to rip it, but they don't seem to be working. It's one of those resealable bags. Okay, I got it open. I'll show you what they look like. Oops, not that one. They're supposed to be discs, not moons, but oh, here's one. Here's a whole one. Guess it got a little crunched up. That's what they look like. And I'm just gonna drop 1 handful in. I think that'll be good. And I like my hot chocolate thick, so I might be adding a little tapioca flour to this. Oh, that melted up pretty quickly. And the color is nice now. It's a nice hot chocolate color. see if it needs to be sweetened a little. This stuff is good. I love hot chocolate. There was a place in New York called that's good. Add a little bit more. A place in New York called City Cafe. And they have the best hot chocolate. I think I told you guys about this before, but just in case you didn't see that one, this hot chocolate is nice and rich and thick. And just love it. And then they put a huge homemade marshmallow in it. But I don't think their marshmallows are vegan or gluten-free. So, and I'm not vegan, but I just don't like the idea of gelatin. I don't eat Jell-O. I haven't eaten Jell-O in a million years. I never really liked it for one thing, but that whole gelatin idea like kind of grosses me out. So people do make vegan marshmallows, and when I use a marshmallow, now that's what I use. And if I weren't going to add the sweetened condensed milk, this would be a vegan hot chocolate. So if you don't want to add sweetened condensed milk and you happen to have Coco Lopez or something like that, because coconut and chocolate is a really nice flavor combination, which I would have preferred, but you know, it is what it is. That's good. Okay, now to that, I'm going to add some cinnamon, because cinnamon always goes well with, okay, there we go, that's enough, with hot chocolate or anything chocolate. I always use cinnamon in my chocolate when I make something chocolate. It just does something to it. You know, if it's very rich and decadent, it lightens it up and allows you to eat more of it. And that's what we all want, more chocolate. That's what I want anyway. Always more chocolate, more. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. Let me taste it one more time. Yeah. And then we're going to add a little bit, just a little bit of the sweetened condensed milk. Just a little. This is going to be like the best hot chocolate in the world. And I'm going to thicken it up with just a little tapioca flour. In fact, let me just take this spoon, since I didn't bring an extra one, and wipe it off. It's really quiet tonight. Really very quiet. Okay. I'm going to put just a little, just a smidgen. I want to put maybe it's a quarter teaspoon of this tapioca flour. I'm trying to get there. That's about a quarter teaspoon. I know it looks like a lot more on camera than it is, but it's just a quarter, and I'm going to sprinkle it around because I don't want it to clump. And stir it in just to get it just a little bit thicker. Not as thick as City Cafe, the City Cafe, once there, it was good. When it was hot, well, it was just good, hot chocolate. But when it got cold, it was like a chocolate mousse. Hey, James Money. Looks like it's me and you tonight. Yeah, how you doing? I'm making hot chocolate. And I'll tell you what I put in. I used almond milk, these hot chocolate bars, embajador. And I use these because they're gluten-free. But if you don't have a problem with gluten, Abuelita makes, those are the ones that come like in a, I want to say hexagon or something, octagon or whatever. The little disc, those are really good too. Almond milk, I use this chocolate. I also added this 85% cacao chocolate, which is really good. Some cinnamon. I don't know if you can see it. Cinnamon, some sweetened condensed milk. But if you have like Coco Lopez or something like that, that's really good too. And that would make it a totally vegan chocolate, because these, I don't think they contain milk. No, this doesn't. And does this? Oh, this contains traces of milk. So no, it wouldn't be. Without this, it would be a vegan hot chocolate. Ooh. And it's just a little thick because I added some oh, that's good. I added some what do you call that? Well, let me just read the bag so I can remember. Tapioca flour. That's what I added. And it gave it just a little thickness. And I was telling them about this place I used to go to, City Cafe. I don't know if you heard me talk about it before, but they have the best hot chocolate, and it was really thick, much thicker than this. And when it got cool, I don't know if you could see the pour. You can tell that it's thick. When it got cool, it was like eating chocolate mousse. So that was that. So I would get one to drink there, and I would take one home. Take one home, put it in the fridge, and the next day you have dessert. The next day or later that evening. Turn this off. Let this cool down a little bit, and I'm going to go to, well, I shouldn't have to deliver this. Let's see. I'll just give a little call. Is he answering? Yeah, come get your hot chocolate. Welcome. Is it good? Mm-hmm. I don't know why I have my glasses on the whole time.
There's cinnamon?
There's cinnamon in there, lots of cinnamon. You can't taste it?
Oh, it's kind of, yeah.
Could you close this for me, please? I know. Thank you. Insolent. This is so good. I put about, well, you're a guy, so maybe one handful is good for you, but I put about 2 of my hands and 2 of these bars of chocolate and about 2 cups of milk, maybe 2.5 cups, because these are big. And the other thing was a mug. Mm. But this is good. And if you don't like your hot chocolate thick, you can you don't have to add the tapioca flour. You could leave it as it is. Mm. There's something about thick hot chocolate. It's just. And then another variation of this, I used to do is instead of the cinnamon, you could add peppermint. You know those melt away peppermints, so that you don't have to wait all day and stir and stir and stir. They have the big ones that melt in your mouth. I forget what you call them, but yeah, I would plop 2 or 3 in the hot chocolate instead of the cinnamon, and you get that minty chocolate taste, kind of like a, not as strong as a York peppermint patty, but you know, like that kind of flavor. Mm, so that my cheekbones will look really high and pronounced on the video. I don't think I look like that in person, but maybe I do. Mm, yeah. I was thinking about like drinking this hot chocolate reminds me of my kids when they were young. I was thinking about my oldest daughter. There's 8 years between her and my youngest daughter, who's my middle child. And so it was just her for a long time. And she was a handful. But the year that she turned 5, in between 5 and 6, I would say that was her worst year. That girl, it seemed like every day she was getting in trouble, doing something she had no business doing, touching something she wasn't supposed to touch, mouthing off, not really mouthing off, but she had a knack for saying the most inappropriate things. And I know that it's, innocent, because I was that kind of child. It's like I used to say what was on my mind. And at that age, you can't think about how it sounds to other people. So, hey, JJ, how are you doing? Thanks for coming into the live. I made some hot chocolate here, and I used almond milk, cinnamon. I always have to look at the name, Embajador chocolate. And these are those sweetened chocolate bars specifically for hot chocolate. And 85% cacao disc. And they were really good. I did say the sweetened condensed milk. And then I added just a little tapioca flour to it because I like my hot chocolate a little thick. So back to my story. Christmas was coming, and she knew she had misbehaved all year. She knew it. So I would ask her, "Oh, what do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know." So I'm like, "Okay." And I chuckled because I knew why she was saying that. And Christmas Day came, and we knew what she wanted, what the kind of things that she liked. So, it's Christmas. You're not going to punish your kid on Christmas. It's like, some people do. I saw one person punish their kid, but I wasn't that kind of parent. So Christmas Day, usually she would get up early in the morning, bright and early, before anybody woke up. It would still be dark, just to see what kind of gift she got. This year she didn't get out of bed. So I was chuckling because I knew why she wasn't going to look, because she didn't think anything was going to be there. Oh my goodness. And I was like, "Aren't you going to get up to see what Santa brought you?" No, I'm not ready to get up yet. I'm still sleepy. I'm going to sleep in. Okay. I guess it must have been about noon before I got this kid to get out of her bed and go to the living room. And you know what this heifer says? She goes out and she sees all the presents and she goes, I guess I was good enough for Santa. I wanted to wring her little neck. But yeah, that's one of my favorite Christmas memories with my kids anyway. Mm. But I always used to say, if I could give a child away between 5 and take them back when they turn 5, take them back when they turn 6, I would do it. You know, if you were able to do that, if there was such a thing where you just had to pick a year, knowing that someone was going to take as good care of your child as you would. There's no such thing, but I'm just saying, if there was, I would pick the year that they turned 5. That will be it for me. This hot chocolate is so good. You have to try it. You have to try making hot chocolate from scratch instead of those powdered mixes, because I've never tasted a powdered mix that tastes as good as this. This is yummy. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably sign off now. And thanks for coming in. I hope you enjoyed hearing my little memory lane thing and seeing the hot chocolate. And I really hope you try it if you like chocolate. Some people don't like chocolate. I love chocolate. But even if you don't like chocolate, if you know someone that likes chocolate, make this for them. Add the cinnamon or peppermint. Either or is good, but cinnamon is good. And taste it. Taste it and see what you think of it. Because I know people that are not crazy about chocolate. And I've baked something with chocolate and I've used cinnamon in it. And they like it. So I think maybe it's just that chocolate is too rich for some people. But the cinnamon lightens it up. I don't know how it happens, or it's a taste bud thing. But anyway, thanks for coming in, and I will see you with another Vlogsmas tomorrow. Have a good night.